Hello guys and welcome back. So today we are going to learn how to create our coin system and also collect some coins. So first of all, we are going to import some assets into our game. So go to rolling ball and then go to assets folder in here, and then see there's a file that I've attached to this lecture which is called roll ball files. Please open it up and then click the coin object, coin.obj. Let me go to Unreal Engine in here and open that one as well, and just right click, drag it, and left click, drag it and put it into here. And then let me hide that one, and then let's see the settings in here. So we don't need skeletal mesh, this is just fine. Converting, no, do not create materials. All right, in the material input method, do not create materials, and then do not import textures. Everything else is fine because we are gonna create some materials and textures for it, so do not create material and textures, and then hit import. All right, it's now gonna import our coin into here. This is the coin static mesh. All right, we're gonna use it to create our coin system. Alright, so let's go and create our blueprint. Go to the blueprint folder in here, and then right click, hit blueprint class, and then we need an actor because we want an object to be spawned in the world, and our character or our ball can, interact with it. So choose actor and then name it BP coin. Alright, and then open it up, and let's see what do we need to do in here. And let me grab it and put it next to our map, and then add component. We want to type static mesh. All right, because we want to add a static mesh of the coin that we just imported, so we want to write static mesh under the rendering. Do not use the physics one. All right, just choose the static mesh in here, and then right click, left click on the static mesh, and then in here you see that coin, or you can just type coin and you can choose that static mesh in here. And after you import it, you see that our coin is rotated, so we can rotate it as well. Just use the key in here or choose E on your keyboard and then rotate it 90 degrees, and yeah, that looks fine. Right, compile and save. But there's a problem, we haven't created our material for the coin, so let's do that now. All right, go to the map again and go to the assets and go to the files that I attached to this lecture. All right, and then open textures and use that coin texture in here. Just grab it and then put it onto the assets, and then open the coin texture. Alright, this is the texture that we are going to use for our coin system, and then we will give it a color of yellow because that is the standard color of a coin. So in here we can view the channels. Alright, the red, green, blue channels, we can view them, and the alpha channel. Alright, and in here in the compression settings, please make sure that we use the masks no RGB. Right, because we are gonna use this for a mask. What is a mask? A mask means that we're not gonna use the full texture in here. All right, and it is not colored. All right, so choose the mask and then save it and close it, and then in here right click and create a material and call it M coin. After that, open it up. Let's see what we want to do. So go to the map again and then drag that coin texture, all right, into the M coin, the material that we created right now. So we want to drag the texture into our material in here, and then let's do something. If we grab the RGB and put it into the base color, let me show it like this, we see that we've got our 1 pound texture like this. All right, so what we want to do is coloring it to yellow, and these black ones, all right, the 1 pound and the texture, the trees and things like that, we want them to remain the same. All right, the edges must be black as well, but the coin should be yellow. So what we want to do is, let me right click and then write constant 3 vector, because we are going to create a color of yellow into it. By the way, if you don't want to type constant 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 whenever you use it, what you want to do is hold the 1 key on your keyboard and then left click. It will bring constant 1, and then hold 2, left click, 3, left click, and hold 4 key and left click, and this will create constant 1, 2 and 3 and constant 4 for you. So let me delete those and go to our constant 3 in here and make a color of yellow, a yellowish color. Yes, something like this should work. All right, so right now if we grab the color into our base color, you see that only 1 pin goes into our base color. So how can we give that color and that color together? All right, so what we want to do is to create a lerp function. All right, so right click in here and type lerp. All right, linear interpolation. Grab that pin into the base color, and then you see that we need 2 colors in here in the lerp function. We need color 1 and color 2 based on an alpha. So what that does simply, right, let me take those a little bit further, and right here we need an alpha channel, and then it will use 2 colors over that alpha channel. So what do I mean? So let's just grab the blue in here to the alpha channel, grab the B to the alpha channel, and you see that it's gonna create the texture for us in the base color. All right, and then all right, if we grab the yellow onto the A channel, you see that all right, the edges where it is black, it has been yellow. But if we control and then grab it to B, you see that every place will be yellow, but only the places that are black, they will remain. So what that does actually, all right, let me delete that. The lerp function, what it does, it grabs a texture, all right, into its alpha channel, all right, and then it will need 2 colors. So what are these 2 colors? The color A means that wherever in the texture it is black, use this color. For example, if I bring a color of red, all right, so the color A indicates that wherever in the alpha channel in here it is black, use that color. So if I grab it to A, you see that it will be red. And the color B indicates that wherever in the alpha channel it is white, please use this color. And you see that it is gonna create it as red and yellow. All right, so let me delete those. Right, delete that one, and after that what we need is to grab the yellow onto the B channel. Right, so that is how we want it. And there is another thing that we want to create, and that is make some shining on the on the edges in here and on the black places on our coin, so that it looks a little bit shiny. So how can we do that? So if we hold 1 and then left click, we will get a constant 1 color and then put it on into roughness. You see that everywhere on the coin it will shine, but actually no, we don't want that. What we want is just like the giving color in here, we want only the black edges to be shining. All right, so delete the vector 1 key and then hold L on your keyboard and then left click. All right, hold L and left click to create a lerp again, or alternatively you can always right click in here and then type lerp. All right, linear interpolate here, you can use that. Alright, so what we want is grab that layer function and put it into roughness, and then we want to grab our alpha on the texture sample and put it onto alpha in here, and then you see that only the black places will shine, and that is actually, I think I like that one and we will stick with it. Alright, so apply and then save, and then go to our map and go to our blueprints, and then BP coin in here, and in the materials in here click it and use M coin. All right, M coin, let's see. Yeah, we've got our M coin. Ooh, and right now you look that this coin looks terribly bad. All right, so why this is happening? It is actually because that texture is not designed properly for this coin. All right, the materials should have been, you know, created outside of the Unreal Engine, but I wanted to show you that you can always, you know, grab some textures or, you know, grab some things in Google and then use them in your game. All right, so you see that coin texture in here. I grabbed it from Google and I wanted to show you how can you use that. But right now, if we go to our coin, you see that, you know, it creates a weird shape in our coin. So how can we fix that? All right, let's go back to, you know, our material in here, and then, all right, what we want to do actually is we want to make our texture a little bit smaller. All right, so how can we do that? We can do that with a texture coordinate. So what texture coordinate does is it can make the texture smaller or larger. All right, so right now we want to make it smaller. So how can we grab a texture coordinate? We can type texture coordinate in here and then left click it, and after that grab it to the UV's channel in here, and then in the UV tiling in here make sure we use 2 and 2, and then save and wait for it to save, and then go to our BP coin, and right now we see that our coin looks just fine. All right, so guys, this is it for this video, and in the next video we'll create the functionalities for our coin, and as always, see you in the next video.